Many people go through life suffering from depression, and some of these people are experts in hiding said depression and can conceal their depression like professionals. Their ability to mask their symptoms by putting on a happy face around others means many people would never know that they really are suffering. People with concealed depression often don't want anyone to know they're suffering as they don't wish to acknowledge the severity of their depressive feelings. They tend to believe that if they just continue living their life, the depression will eventually go away on its own. In a few cases, this may work, but for most people, this just drags out the negative feelings. Many people are brought up by not wanting to talk about their feelings, and they don't want to be a burden to other people. But if you notice a friend or a family member is going through something like this, trying to hide or mask their depression, these signs may help you discover what's happening and put you in a better, positive site to assist them. Number 1, they've developed unusual sleep, eating, or drinking habits that are different to their normal routine. Sleep is often seen as the foundation of good health and mental health. When a person starts being unable to sleep or even starts oversleeping every day, this could be a sign something is wrong. Changes in sleep and the way people eat can be a significant sign that they are not doing well. Food and alcohol are also often used to try and reduce the negative feelings from depression. They could start overindulging in both to make them feel less emotionally empty. They could also go in the complete opposite direction and lose interest in food completely as it no longer brings them joy. Sign 2, they wear a forced happy face and often make excuses for things. Many people can, from time to time, find themselves putting on a forced happy face. In most cases, this can wear thin, and the longer you spend around people, the less it really works. This is why people with hidden depression will often try to avoid spending any more time with people than they absolutely need to. You may notice they are quick to come up with excuses for just why they can't hang out or go to dinner or even to see you. You notice they talk more philosophically than normal. If when you've been finally caught up with a person with mass depression, you will start to notice the conversation has changed towards more philosophical topics, something they wouldn't have brought up in the past, and this could be a sign that something is going on. Now, philosophical topics could include the meaning of life, what their life has amounted to, and so on and so forth. 4, they make an internal cry for help, only to withdraw it. Some people with hidden depression will struggle and go on to keep it hidden from everyone around them. Occasionally, they give up the struggle and will reach out and tell someone how they are doing. They might even go as far to make their first appointment to get help with a doctor or some form of therapist. It's common, however, for people the very next day to start backtracking and stating that they are fine when they are really not, and this could be cancelling the appointment that they've only just made. Now, this is often because they see that seeking help is acknowledgement that they do have a problem, and many people with concealed depression are not happy making that acknowledgement. 5, they feel some feelings more intensely than normal. People with mass depression can sometimes feel emotions much more intensely than others. You may well notice that whilst watching TV or a film with them. They could be someone who would never show any emotion but are now crying during a scene. Another example you may notice is someone who is normally a perfectly calm driver reacting angrily to someone, cutting them off in traffic. And people who are keeping their depressive feelings a secret will often struggle from trying to overfill that box of hiding their emotions in. It's inevitable that some feelings are going to come leaking back out. They are a lot less optimistic about things now. When someone suffers from depression, they are likely to have a more realistic picture of the world around them and the impact they have on it. This phenomenon is known as depressive realism, and there's been studies to show that it's very true. People who aren't depressed are often more optimistic and, in fact, have expectations that aren't as grounded as the reality of their circumstances. In a study, non-depressed people believed they performed better on laboratory tests than they actually did, compared to that of people with depression. I hope those tips gave you some indication of signs that you can spot in your friends and family in case they are masking depression, and encourage them to get help. Remember, when you admit that you have depression, that's very, very hard, and it's not something people can do quickly. As long as you show your best self to these people, they can have that trust in you to go and get the help they need. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and we would be happy to chat to you in the comments. Until the next video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.